So how did you hook up with Chelsea Handler?
I met Chelsea through Jon Lovitz. So I was opening for Jon Lovitz, which was crazy. I was performing a lot at the Laugh Factory at the time, and then this is like right when Jon decided to start doing stand-up. And he's an idol because I used to imitate him at school when I was a kid.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I get a phone call, and it's Jon Lovitz. Like I'm driving to work, because mind you, I got like 3 jobs at this time. And I get a phone call. Imagine driving to Nordstrom Rack. You know what I mean? That's where I worked. And then all of a sudden you pick up the phone. It's like, hey, Joe, it's Jon. You're hysterical. Love for you to be on the road with me. And I'm just like, what, is this fucking happening? Like, am I in a Saturday Night Live bit right now? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to open for you. And next thing you know, I'm opening for Jon Lovitz, man. Going across the country, opening for Jon Lovitz. And he was friends with Chelsea at that time. This is about 10 years ago. About 10 years ago, or yeah, about 10, 11 years ago. Or 10 years ago, I don't know, right around there. And then I met, he's like, you gotta meet Chelsea Handler. She's hysterical. She's my only friend. I think he had MySpace at that time. Was MySpace out at that time?
I think so, yeah.
Go to MySpace. She's the only friend, you know how they had like top 6? He only had one, it was Chelsea. I'm like, that's bullshit, I'm your friend. Yeah, but Chelsea, you have to look at her. She's hysterical. And then she started like when we were in town, like locally, she'd always open. Like she'd go up before us. And I remember
Chelsea was opening for you.
Well, she wasn't opening for me.
For Jon Lovitz, yeah.
But she was just, because they were such good friends, she would go up and like open the show up. And then I remember I got off stage one time, and she had all her, whoever's going to produce her show, and she was just like, I really like you. I want you to be on my show. I want you to be my sidekick. I want you to be the Asian sidekick. So basically Chewy. It would have been me, you know what I mean? And that's how we started our relationship. I turned down that spot because I knew there was a path I wanted to travel. I didn't want to be a sidekick. I wanted to be my own thing. And I remember her cursing me out. It was the coolest thing, man. I wish I had it I wish I would have recorded it. But she was like, this show's gonna be a hit. You're a fucking idiot. Don't let your agents decide for you. Don't you have any fucking balls? Like, you know what I mean? Like it was so fucked. It was fucked up. But now that I look at it, she was a visionary. She knew, you know what I mean? And I remember watching that show on TV, going, I fucked up, because I wasn't on the show yet. But 6 months later, I get the call, and she got me on the show. And next thing you know, I was a regular. I was on it like every week. So it was great, man. And that changed my life. That whole Chelsea Handler show was amazing, man.
Yeah. Did 50 Cent ever come around?
Yeah, man. That was crazy, man. When we, her birthday, he was there, and I remember, she had so many parties at her house, and 50 was always there. He'd roll up in that blue Lamborghini. I'm like, God damn, why would you buy that? That is the ugliest fucking Lamborghini. That's what you do when you have money.
Yeah, he had all the blue. Yeah, all his cars were blue. I think,
yeah.
At one point, yeah. So
yeah, it was really cool, man. She was great. She was really nice, man, and she knew what she wanted. And that show was amazing. If you were funny on that show, it showed on the road, because my numbers were already, my ticket sales were already like kind of blowing up because of my special. But then it really blew up because of that show. I was getting fans that didn't even know what stand-up was at that time. Mm-hmm. So it was great. Chelsea was great.
So any interesting 50 stories during that time?
Nah, he was really, really cool, man. Like everything that you saw on, everything that you see, it's not like, he was really into movies. Like he couldn't stop talking about movies, talking about making movies. Like that's his passion. Like, he loved that more than rap, man. Like, that's all he ever talked about. So, and I only met him 3 times, man. I don't want you to think we were hanging out.
Right. What happened with that whole relationship with the two of them?
I don't know. It's just like anything, you know what I mean? It just kind of just stopped. I remember it just stopped.
I feel you. So, have you ever worked with Katt Williams?
Katt gave me my first shot in LA, man. So he used to be called Cat in the Hat at the time.
Wait, Katt Williams was Cat in the Hat?
Yeah, his real name was Cat in the Hat. And back in the 90s, man, like, he had a sick show at one of the casinos out here, man. Everyone came to that show. Like anybody that was anybody was at that show. You wanted to be on that stage too, and he would destroy it, man. Any given day, there'd be Ice Cube would be in the audience, Dre would be in the audience. Like, it was hot, man. That was a hot show, dude. And yeah, he gave me my first shot because none of the other rooms were giving anybody opportunity. You know what I mean? It was a good time to be in LA at that time. But yeah, I love Katt. I love him, man. He's always been good to me, and I feel bad with what's going on with him, but I only know Katt as just a giving and loving person. Like, you know what I mean? You know, when the cameras are on, it's always another thing, you know? But I know, dude, like when I was struggling, I shot my third comic view, and all I had was enough money to fly there. And I remember getting to the airport, like looking for a taxi, and here comes Katt, you know what I mean? He's like, get in my limo, you know what I mean? And jumped in his limo and then took me out to breakfast and gave me some money to, you know what I mean, for the rest of the weekend. And, you know, that's what Katt was to me. So God bless him.
I mean, but when you see all the craziness that's been happening with Katt
Yeah.
over I mean, you know, you had the incident that happened, a couple incidents that happened recently.
Yo, some big ones.
I mean, there was the getting choked out by the 17-year-old.
I felt bad for it. I feel bad for that. I don't even want to comment on it. You know what I mean? Like the video says it all. You know what I mean? Well, all I would be doing is adding fuel to a fire that doesn't need to keep burning, man. All I can do is well wish him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could take that road and bash him, but I truly like the guy. You know what I mean? He's a good guy.
Yeah.
You know, all his daughters, all his kids, he adopts. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, how many kids does he
I
have?
think he's got like, I'm making up a number, but I think it's like 7.
Yeah.
Or maybe even more, but I mean, no one ever says anything about that, you know? And it takes a special guy to do something like that. So God bless him. Obviously, there's something going on, and I hope he can work through it, and let's get Katt back, you know? Because he's a funny dude, you know it.
Oh, no, I
Funny
mean...
dude. When he's on the right path.
The thing about Katt is that he'll have these crazy incidents,
Yeah.
but then a couple days later, he'll have some huge show.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about Katt.
And he'll talk about what just happened.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I love him, man. And that's what I love about stand-up, because reality is funny, man. You know what I mean? The truth is funny, and I do that with my stand-up. When I go up on stage, man, when I get out, when I say goodnight, man, I left it all out there, man. I tell you everything that happened about me, and I think that's what people love the most. They relate to it, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that are scared to talk about stuff like that, and when you let them know, oh, you're not the only one, not only do they laugh about it, but they open up.
Yeah.
At the end of the shows, I get people walking up to me and saying shit like, yeah, my dad did that. Oh, my mom did that. And my sisters and my parents fought all the time. And that feels good. And shit, I'm pretty sure there's a couple guys that are going, hey, I got my ass kicked by a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I love about stand-up, man, honesty.